Okay, very good morning and warm welcome, my dear children. I hope you all are keeping well. Okay, so today we all are going to start with the second part of our chapter, that is Jainism and Buddhism. So today we will discuss about the Buddhism. Okay, watch the video till the end. Okay, first let us start with the early life of the Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha original name was Siddhartha. He was later he known as the Gautama Buddha. Okay, he was born in Lumbini near Kapilavastu in 567 BCE. Okay, Siddhartha, he was a Kshatriya prince surrounded by luxury and the pleasures of the royal life. Okay, he was married to a beautiful lady named the Princess Yasodhara, and had a son named Rahul. A happy family life and the luxury of the palace failed to satisfy him, so he was very restless and detached. Okay, now the search for the truth. Okay, we will see the journey of the Gautama Buddha for the search of the truth. Okay, uh, the four great sites proved to be a turning point in Siddhartha's life. It is believed that once while he was on an outing in his chariot, he saw the old man, then the sick people, then dead body, and he renounced. After that, this three sights saddened and disturbed him very greatly. Then he saw an ascetic who looked calm and see who looked calmed and unaffected by all the sorrow and misery of this world. Okay, then Siddhartha decided to leave all the worldly life and go out in search of answers to the mysteries of life and death. Okay, one night at the age of 29 only, while his son and the wife were asleep, he quietly slipped out of the house, breaking all the worldly ties, and he became an ascetic. Okay, so this was the little brief history how the Siddhartha became a Gautama Buddha. For 6 years, almost for 6 years, Siddhartha wandered from one place to another, and one day he sat under the people tree in Bodh Gaya and began to meditate. Okay, on the 49th day, this 49th day is very important in Buddhism. Okay, on the 49th day, this number is considered as a holy in Buddhism as well. On this 49th day, the true light dawned on him and he became the Buddha. Okay, the enlightened one. Okay, he had a last found the cause of human suffering and knew how to overcome it. After the enlightenment, he had lastly found all the sorrows of the all human being, all the causes behind the suffering of the people, and he also knew how to overcome it. Okay, one day. Okay, now from Gaya, Buddha went to the Deer Park, in Sarnath, and preached his for the first sermon at the Sarnath. Okay, the preacher's first sermon at the Sarnath. He moved from place to place preaching his simple message. Okay, and lastly he died at Kusinagar at the age of 80. By this time there were thousands of the people who had embraced Buddhism or who have adopted Buddhism. Okay, so this is the little bit history or the brief history about the life of Gautama Buddha. Now we will see the very important part, that is the teaching of the Buddhism or philosophy of the Buddhism. Okay, the religious philosophy is called Buddhism. It is called the middle path because it avoids the extreme extreme that rules and the regulations of other religion. Okay, and the main principles of the Buddhism are contained in the four noble truths and the eightfold path or Astangika Marga. Eightfold paths or the Astangika Marga. What are the four noble truths? Simply you will see the four noble truths. Okay, the first one is the world is full of suffering. Then second one is the cause of the suffering of human is desire. Then third one is the suffering can be ended by overcoming the desires. Then lastly, desires can be removed or overcome, and freedom from the cycle of the birth and death and rebirth can be achieved by nirvana. Okay, nirvana means to get enlightenment. Okay, this eightfold path, to get this nirvana, the one should follow the eightfold path. Let's that fo- to get that eightfold path, one should follow the teachings of the Buddha. Okay, to get the nirvana, one should follow the eightfold path preached by the Lord Buddha. Okay, now let's see the eightfold path. Okay, quickly see the right meditation, the right memory, right belief, right thought, right speech, right action, right means of livelihood, right effort. Okay, to achieve the nirvana, the one should follow this eightfold path according to Buddhism. Okay, now other teachings of the Buddhism is as follows: the ahimsa. Like Jainism, Buddhism also prays about ahimsa or the non-violence, and karma, which means the action of the people will decide their destiny. Okay, good deeds are rewarded and evil deeds are punished. And Buddhism greatly emphasized on the nirvana. Okay, a person's ultimate goal in life is to attain the nirvana. What is nirvana now? That is to escape from the cycle of the birth and the death. Okay, then caste system, the Buddha strongly condemned the caste system, and he was opposed of this caste system, and he believed in the equality. Okay, like Jainism. And lastly, the Lord Buddha's opinion about the God, he instead of worshipping the idol God, he strays on the moral values such as the honesty, non-violence, obedience, and respect for the elders, and a kindness to all living beings. Okay, this was the values that Buddhism or the Buddha wants to inculcate among the people. Okay, so this is all about the teachings of the Buddhism. Okay, thank you this much for today. We will continue next remaining topic in our next video. Okay, stay safe and happy.